How are you all doing? I hope all is well. I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. I know it's pretty late in the day for me to be coming to you with a life lesson. I started off coming Saturday afternoons, but that was before football season started. So now my two youngest sons are in full effect. Both of them won their games today, big time. Congratulations to my two youngest sons on their huge victories today during their football games. But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I am here. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm trying to calm myself down so I can be effective. I don't want my messages to only be effective towards me. As I always tell you guys, these messages that God places in my heart on the regular basis, they are not only for you. Like, I always get so much from learning about life in different ways. When you open yourself up to learning about life, all you have to do is open yourself up to it. You will receive more than what you ask for. I'm telling you, you do. This is so important. It is so important to me because you can't get around the experience of living life. I mean, you live and then you're not here anymore. So I mean, in the meantime, you have to make the best out of living, and there is really no perfect way to do it. We kind of just like figure it out as we grow and as we go. But there are certain ways and means to life that we can go about life, which will add benefits towards us and make our life more worth living. That will make it more pleasant for us. So that's why I share in with you guys so much, because I want you to have a pleasant experience while you are here on this earth. I know a lot of people that is not their story, that is not their testimony. And of course, we're going to go through the trials and tribulations of life. There's no way of getting around the trials and tribulations of life, but life is not all what happens to you. That's not the end of your story. You can be a survivor. You can tell your testimony. Your trials and tribulations can be that thing that you think was meant to set you back, that thing that kind of like bumped you up to where you want to be. You can use your story for your own benefit. So sometimes we can let the trials and tribulations of life kind of bring us down, but it's all perspective and how you look at these things, how you view these things, because trials and tribulations are not always meant to bring you down. I think they are never meant to bring us down. They only bring you down if you allow yourself to be labeled as defeated. Defeat is something that is set up in your own mind. So you can use these things. No, it didn't happen the way that I wanted it to happen in this instant, but I can use this as a stepping stone or as a learning experience for the next time I have to. I may be confronted with certain situations. I am better able to handle these things. I can do it better next time. I can teach someone from my story. That is me. I have a very powerful testimony. I got a lot of kids. So I'm here to talk to my kids and tell them the things that I went through in life. I don't want y'all to have to suffer through the things that I had to suffer through in my life. So you never know how your story may help someone. So I am just simply here as a little ray of hope and of sunshine, a deliverer of these messages. I allow myself to be used by God in these moments, and I am grateful for every single bit of it. So, yes, welcome. Peace and love, kings and queens, and welcome. You have entered into a safe space where you can rest, relax, and let your mind be free. So, here you don't have to bring troubles, you don't have to bring stress. Whatever happened between Monday and Saturday, you can kind of lay those things down. And I know humans tend to think that we were born to worry. And that is just the reality of so many people. We tend to think that worrying is an accomplishment, or worrying gets us closer to a solution. In all reality, worrying doesn't do anything but make you sick. That's what worrying does. It adds stress to you. Worrying can put you in the hospital. Worrying can cause you health diagnosis that will never go away. Within some people, high blood pressure, excuse me, all of those things that we cause ourselves that we may not even realize that we are doing to ourselves. So, in these moments here, you can lay your worries down. You don't have to bring your worries. You don't have to bring your stress. You don't have to bring your anxiety. You don't have to worry about what you're going to cook for dinner next Saturday and all those type of things. If I don't worry about it now, then it may not get done. That's not the case with everything. You don't have to worry about it now in order for it to get done. Things are going to get done in the order and the way that they need to get done, whether you worry about it or not. In our reality, sometimes you can just allow yourself to come up to the situation. Let me worry about it when I am confronted with that situation. We can kind of be proactive in solutions. That's a different way, a different alternative to worrying. Being proactive in solutions, kind of work things out in our mind, or however we need to work them out in a healthy way, opposed to us allowing ourselves to be worried all the time. Listen, I'm trying to help somebody today. I'm trying to help y'all, because people have allowed worrying to become a part of their everyday life, and they can't live life. They don't allow themselves to live life to the extent that they need to, that everyone should be able to live life, because they are so full of worry. So they put all of this worry on the forefront of their lives, and on a back burner is their happiness and their peace and their joy. This is the reality of so many people. I will gain happiness, peace, and joy in my life once my worrying is over and done with. When that is not true. Like, once you get done worrying about something else while you are waiting to prioritize your happiness and peace and joy, here comes something else creeping up on you that you don't even know that as a situation or circumstances of life that you're going to have to deal with once you get done worrying about the thing that you're worried about right now. So here comes more worry. So you're worrying about one thing, and then next thing you know, you got something else to worry about. And before you know it, your life is just full of worry. Don't worry. Just allow yourself to prioritize the peace of mind, the happiness and the joy, everything that needs to be worked out in some way or another. It's already worked out, whether it's worked out in your favor or not worked out in your favor. However it is worked out, is going to be worked out, and worrying is not going to add towards things working out for you in your favor, and that is not an accomplishment. Well, I've been worrying about it all day. I remember someone made that statement to me before, like, you act like I haven't been worried about it all day. And I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean, that brought you closer to a conclusion or a solution or whatever, because we allow ourselves to be consumed in worry? So I just don't, me personally, I don't allow worry to be a part of my everyday life. In fact, I don't allow myself to worry about anything at all. Yes, of course, worry tries to creep in, but when that sucker try to creep in, it gets tackled. It gets tackled by faith and trust and hope in God, and remembering the things that God has allowed me to make it through before. Like, hold up. That last time I allowed myself to be consumed in worry, and God showed up and miracles were performed and all those type of things. And I sat up there and I realized I felt so dumb. I'm like, because I sat here and allowed myself to be so full of worry just for this situation to work out for me in my favor. I was like, no, I'm not going to continue to allow myself to be full of worry. So I learned not to worry from my own personal experiences. Thus far, I live a stress-free life. That's a choice that I make on a regular basis because I have learned that worrying does not benefit me. So I just want to give you a little piece of that on this Saturday evening. Like, worrying is not going to help you. So I'm so glad that I added that to my introduction, that you can relax and let your mind be free and just let your worries go. Just let your worries go, even if it's only in these moments. If you want to continue worrying after this message is over, then you can pick your worrying back up later. But for right now, while you are here joining this message of hope, love, peace, abundance, I just want you to feel all the positive emotions and the possibilities of what you can add towards yourself by allowing yourself to be just here present in this moment and just taking in this, just soak it all in and try to get as most out of it that you possibly can. So you have to let the negativity go so you can let in some positivity, because negativity and positivity cannot occupy the same space at the same time. One has to go. One will power in one direction and the other will power in the other direction, and it is totally up to us whether our life is going to be filled with negative things or filled with positive things. No, we cannot always control the circumstances of life. Things are going to happen that may be totally beyond anything that we can possibly control in these moments. But just because this is what your circumstances are, these are what your current circumstances are, that does not mean you should give it the power to take your joy and your peace and your happiness away from you. So I'm here to remind you today to always make room for joy, peace, and happiness in your life, regardless to whatever is going on around you. And it sounds impossible until you do it. Nelson Mandela said that. I don't know if that was, he originally quoted that, but he said it always seems impossible until it's done. But we have to try it. Sometimes things like that, we don't even give it a shot. We allow negative emotions to take power over our life, not realizing that that's why our life has so much negativity. It's filled with so much negativity, negative people, negative circumstances, negative situations, health issues, and things that just allow us to feel overwhelmed just by our everyday life, to the point where we can't even enjoy life. That is because of you. That is because of the choices that you make on the regular basis. You have to make a conscious decision in your own mind to not allow yourself to be consumed with worry, stress, anxiety, and all those things that were meant to tear you down. So if that is your reality, if that is your experience on the day-to-day basis, then you have to think about some of the things that you have allowed to control your life, because that's all you, boo-boo. That's all you. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Trust me, I promise you that is completely all you. So please join me in embracing this opportunity to fearlessly challenge life. So you can challenge life. You can come against these things that rise up to try to bring you down. Let's challenge life together. Because every time something rises up to try to destroy you, you can challenge it with your faith and your power and your hope and your strength and all the things that you have inside of you. You can bring those things outside of you and fight back against the circumstances of life. So yes, let's challenge life with just being fearless in the things that we allow ourselves to overtake us on a regular basis. We got to face these things boldly and fearlessly, and make a conscious decision in your own mind that I will not be taken under by the circumstances of life. That's a choice. That is a choice. That is totally and completely up to you. Woo, that feels good. I'm speaking to myself right right now. Trust me, I am. I thank God for using me in these moments, but I needed to hear that come out of my own mouth. I'm like, come on, let's have it. We gonna do this. We gonna do it, or we ain't gonna do it, or it ain't gonna get done. I refuse to allow myself to be taken under by the circumstances of life. I'm not gonna sit up here sipping on my tea with my pinky finger sitting out acting like I don't go through things in life, because I do. I go through things just like everyone else does. I have to face challenges on the day-to-day basis. And the outcome of the challenges that I have to face on the moment-to-moment basis is all up to me. Whether I'm going to be taken under by these circumstances or whether I am going to reign victorious over my life overall. No matter what happens to me, I want to be victorious over my life. I want to keep fighting back time after time again, over and over again. I do not want these things to control me. The way that I feel on a moment-to-moment basis, my happiness, my peace, my joy. I'm not going to be walking around here with my face all balled up and crumbled up and I'm mad and I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired and all that kind of stuff because of the things that happen on a regular basis. Nope, we had to make a conscious, like, let me think about this first. Let me just think about this first. Am I going to allow these things to take me under, or am I going to do what needs to be done? Am I going to prioritize myself in these moments? Give me a minute. Let me just take me a deep breath for a second. Everybody calm down, sit down, calm down. It's going to get figured out one way or another. And guess what? If it don't, it just ain't. It just ain't going to get figured. Listen, I don't know where y'all at. I can't speak for nobody but myself. And this is the way that I choose to tackle life on a regular basis. I am very proud of where I am in life today. I have more peace and joy over my life than I ever had in my entire life. And that means so much to me. The things that money cannot buy. These are the prayers that I pray over my children. Yes, I want my children to be abundant and prosper and be wealthy or whatever they dream for themselves or for their families. I want these things for my children. But I pray these things over myself as well. I pray for peace. I pray for happiness. I pray for healing. I pray for wholeness. I look towards those things and I reach towards those things. You got people sitting up here with so much stuff. Like, you just got all this stuff, but you don't have the things that money can't buy. You just sitting here looking at more stuff than you can even sneeze at. At one time, you got stuff over here, you got stuff over there, you got stuff falling out your closet, you got 3 and 4 cars lined up in the parking lot. You got more money than what you even know what to do with it. But you don't have peace in your mind. You can raise snap, crackle, and go crazy on every doggone bite. I want my peace. I want my peace. I look towards my peace. I aim for my peace. I work hard for my peace. That's why I greet you guys with peace and love at the beginning of these messages. And I'm so genuine about those words when I speak peace and love into you. That is 2 of the most important things that you can allow resonate into your spirit on the regular basis. Peace and love. You can carry those things along with you for the rest of your entire life. So, yes, in these moments, you will discover inner beauty and strength that you didn't even know existed within you. And that is only if you allow yourself to. So are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, I do have a life lesson prepared for you guys today. As promised, I got these feel-good messages rolling. But y'all going to allow me to get this one out of me today. Thank you so much for all of you who took your time out and continue to view these messages on the regular basis. I am just so grateful that you are allowing yourself to put these things in your conscious mind, just to give yourself something something to think about, some positivity to roll around in your brain a little bit. So I appreciate it. I appreciate all the views and the positive words. And sometimes I run into people out in public and they like, oh my God. Sometimes people express to me, through text messages or call me on my phone and tell me that they view my videos regularly and the effects that it has on them and all these type of things. And I'm grateful for that, for God allowing me to be effective in these things. It keeps me going. That gives me hope and allows me to know that the things that I'm doing are not a waste of time. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway because someone needs it. It may not be for everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. I want it to fall into the ears of those who is meant to receive it. And if you ain't there, everybody is at different places in their life. Some people may just not be there. Maybe you ain't go through enough. Cause baby, Sakira, I've been through some stuff. I done been through some stuff. Like I have the right to sit here and talk to you about certain things that I talk about on a regular basis. I don't want to go through stuff no more. I don't even want you to go through stuff no more. So it depends on where you are and what you want out of life and the capacity that you choose to receive these messages on is completely up to you. Some people listen to it and it's like, whatever, it is what it is. I could use a little bit of positivity today, but whether I do or whether I don't, it really don't matter that much. And some of us is at the point where it's like, somebody help me. Like, God, help me. Send me help. Send me some positivity. I'm drowning over here. So maybe these messages are for the ones who are barely holding their nose up to get the bubbles of oxygen. Like you almost under the water. So maybe this message is for those who are drowning today. So before we get started, let's collectively, together, we will take a few moments in silent gratitude. So that's what we're going to do. We have to make the conscious decision in our mind to express gratitude on a regular basis. I don't have to go off on you. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe it's people in here that is new to viewing these messages that have never heard me talk about the importance of expressing gratitude. My main motive to doing this, number one, is because I believe that we should all get in the habit of learning how to express gratitude on a regular basis. And number two is to raise your vibrations. So this is a very intentional act on kind of pushing out some negative emotions and letting in some positive emotions that will help you to better prepare yourself to receive a positive message like this. Because if you are not in a good place, then you're not going to want to receive it. You're like, I ain't trying to hear this. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I had to wake up to, go to sleep to, and all these type of things. And all we gonna think about is our circumstances and the things that's happening around us. Your health diagnosis and your divorce and all those type of things. Listen, I done been through some stuff too. Must I go there? And through all the things that I had to go through, I still make the conscious choice to be grateful in every moment of my life. I remember physically, I was in a raggedy house, and the house was literally falling down on my head. It was one of the first homes. I want to say one of the first homes that I actually, after my marriage, my ex-husband and I went out and got a home, to build our family and all of that. And the home was literally falling in. The roof was falling in, the floor was sinking in, and it was raining in there, leaking water and everything. And I was like, I made the conscious decision in my mind to let myself know how much God loves me. And I remember saying these things repeatedly to myself over and over and over again. So while this raggedy house is falling on me, I am lifting myself up internally, and God has allowed me to outgrow those physical conditions over and over and over again, and allowed me to experience a part of life that I never even imagined that I would experience before, even right now today, because I allowed myself to be filled with the goodness of God. I said, God loves me, God loves me, God loves me. I didn't even have too much to say. I had like 3 words to say to remind myself of how much God loves me. And it did so much for me internally that I blinked my eyes and was out of that raggedy house. I got a house all the way in the suburbs somewhere that was a beautiful neighborhood, and my kids can walk around, go to the store. I didn't have to worry about the neighborhood or them getting harmed and all those type of things. It's really all up to you, and I don't know what made me do that, just like kind of take myself out of that place mentally, even though I was still there physically. And maybe that's a message for someone today, where you allowing yourself to be grateful no matter what your circumstances is or what's happening around you. You can make a conscious decision in your mind at any given moment, no matter what the circumstances may be. And before you know it, it's going to be over. Trials don't last forever. Hard times don't last forever. It may seem like it's like totally consuming you at that moment, because that's where you have allowed your mind to resonate with it. Like, oh my God, I feel like this thing is taking me over. But you can make a conscious decision in your mind and tell yourself, well, no matter what happens, I'm going to be okay. My life is going to be just the way I want my life to be. My bills is going to get paid. My children are going to be okay. My health is going to be okay. I am going to be okay. My circumstances are going to work out for me in my favor, exactly the way that I need them to. I am loved and cherished by the Most High God. You can speak anything, ain't none of nobody business, and you don't have to ask permission. You can speak whatever you want to speak over your life. You can do it at any given time. Don't even tell nobody you doing it, because they gonna tell you not to. They gonna tell you not to. Just do it for yourself anyway. So in these moments of allowing yourself to be consumed in gratitude, just think about how blessed you are, despite of what your circumstances may look like. Because sometimes we can allow ourselves to be overcome by the circumstances of life, and it does not allow us to look at how blessed we are. We can be blinded by circumstances that we can't even see how blessed we are, and that's a decision. You could take that blind off of your eyes and really look at the light. See the things that you are gifted with, that you have on the every single day basis. We hear stories, we watch the news. Things happen every single day. You don't have to be as blessed as you are. Just let me say it like that. All right, I'm done. I am done. We are going to take a few moments to embrace. This is what I call silent gratitude. I like to close my eyes, lift up my vibrations, think about the things that I am most grateful for, and allow myself to be consumed in that before I jump into this week's life lesson. So are you guys ready? Here we go. Whether you want to do it, you don't have to. I'm not making you do it, but I am going to go on with this segment of my life lesson anyway, whether you decide to do it or not. I'm just suggesting this to you. I know what it does for me. I know what it can do for anyone. So whether you do it or not is completely up to you. So here we go. Okay, all right. I had to make myself stop, because I'm going and going and going and going and going. It's so much. There's just so much to be grateful for. And the more you are grateful, the more you have to be grateful for. So we have to make that choice in our own minds to just learn how to be grateful on a regular basis. So are you guys ready for this week's topic of this week's life lesson? So last week we talked about desire. I did say I wanted to do like a feel good series, maybe a 3-part series. So I did desire last week. This week God placed in my heart dreams. The dreams of our hearts, the dreams, the things, the hopes, the dreams that comes through our minds, that we want to see happen in our lives and all of those type of things. So today I'm going to talk about dreams this evening, tonight, this Saturday night. I know a lot of y'all probably getting ready to go pop, lock, and drop it in the club. That's all right. Y'all can watch this later, watch it tomorrow, watch it whenever. You don't have to sit still and watch it right now. But either way, I am going. This is what I'm doing with my Saturday night. I want to sit here and I want to talk about dreams. I want to see a glimpse inside of my future. What I want for myself. I want to kind of see it for myself. There's so much that I want for myself. So we talked about dreams. We're going to talk about desires today. And there's another one that I want to talk about on next week, but we're going to focus on dreams. We're going to focus on dreams right now. And I am through the roof so excited about dreams, wishes, goals, hopes, desires, and all those type things that I want to come to you guys with these feel-good messages. I want to get this feel-good message across. Really, all of them are kind of feel-good messages. Sometimes I just feel like I'm like, getting in our case a little bit. I'm not going to say it like I'm talking at anyone, because I talk to myself in these moments too. You know what I want more for myself? I want to be able to discipline myself more and more every day. I'm trying to teach myself on learning how to wait, delayed gratification, work hard, wait, and do the things that I need to do. I work hard on myself when y'all don't see me. I really do. These are things that I am just trying to install so much values and things within myself that I know is going to carry me on for the rest of my life. So for those of us who have big dreams for themselves, it's necessary for us to take time out to incorporate things like self-discipline and just things like that we need to incorporate in our everyday life, and working hard and focusing on the things that we know that we want to focus on, opposed to a lot of us want to hit the lottery, or you want to blink your eyes, you want to find your perfect mate, you want to be rich overnight and all those type things. You want all your negative whatever family, friends, or whoever to disappear, and you just want your life to be just so glamorous and miraculous and all these things. Newsflash, it ain't gonna happen like that. The only way that it is going to happen if you are very intentional and purposeful about these things happening for yourself. If you want to find your perfect mate or your person, you have to become who you want to attract. You can't be out here all willy-nilly and laying down anybody and talking to people any old kind of way, and you cursing people out and all these type things, but you want to find your perfect somebody, but you have not taken the first step in becoming the perfect somebody. You don't know how to halfway shut up and all these type things, and you just out here, you reckless with your behavior, with your mouth, with your attitude. You don't like giving nobody nothing. Your heart is not pure. You got these selfish motives and bad intentions, and we're not perfect. I don't know why you like that. Whoever I'm talking to, I don't know. We go through stuff in life. I'm not here to judge you. Listen, we go through things that makes us cold-hearted sometimes, but you're not going to find your perfect mate being like that. You're going to find another you. You're going to find somebody just like you, cold-hearted, selfish, hidden motives, nasty attitude, don't know how to talk to people, all those type things. You're going to go out here and find somebody just like you. Until you learn how to change your ways, you are going to attract exactly what you are. You're going to attract who you are. So there's a lot of I'm just using relationship goals, for instance, because we want this loving, person, and we want this perfect person, and I deserve better than that, and I done been through all of this and all that. Yes, you deserve better than that, but you got to change your ways, boo-boo. You can't go out here looking for no perfect somebody, and you out here acting how you acting, cursing and spitting and drinking and smoking weed all the time and all this kind of stuff. Don't nobody want nobody like that. Learn how to be a wife. Learn how to be a husband. Learn how to be successful. Learn how to be an entrepreneur. Learn how to be smarter. Learn how to add value to yourself. You can add value to the marketplace, to the world, to society, whatever you want to become. People are going to notice that you are the type of person who has gotten in the habit to work on yourself and add value to yourself. They're going to want you on their team. You have men and women tripping and falling over you, that want to get to you, that want to be with you, that want to spend time with you, that want to spend money on you, that want to take you out, all those type of things. You're going to have to eat it, many, many, no. Make a choice of who you want to be with, okay? I'm telling you, a bunch of good ones. You gonna have to figure it out. Only if you become what you want to attract. You got to work on yourself first. Of course you can't find no good man. Of course you can't find no good woman, because you haven't become one. You have to become one in order for you to get one. That's how it works. That's how it works. You got to work on yourself first. You have to work on yourself. So we're talking about dreams. We are talking about dreams today. So what is dreams? This week's topic is dreams. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I don't want to eat up a whole bunch of y'all Saturday. I don't know who's going to decide to watch this message or not, but I appreciate you being here live. You getting it hot, you getting it fresh. I want you to soak it in as I give it to you. I want you to be able to allow yourself to receive it. So dreams are something we want to do or achieve. So that is the form of dreams that I want to talk about. So we do have dreams when we lay down and close our eyes at night, or whenever you sleep. We have dreams. Yes, there are two different forms of dreams that you intentionally see play out for you in your life. Children dream, or as children, we tend to dream more in our young, childish mind. We think that anything is possible. We give ourselves more benefit of the doubt when we are younger. We see more hope for ourselves I think more so younger than we are when we get up in age. But I believe at any age we should allow ourselves to be dreamers. So yes, so we do, of course, everyone knows that we dream when we lay down at night, and we have those forms of dreams, which is actually a sequence of things that happen to us that we allow in our conscious mind during the day. People, faces, places, things that happen in our past. And sometimes dreams are like, I don't know, wild thing, like you flying over the moon or something like that. I don't ever think I really had an impossible dream, like a cartoon, something that could never possibly happen. Wow, that just literally occurred to me. Like literally, you know what? I dreamed of my mother and my father after they passed away. So of course, your mother and your father are your experiences here. They've been my mother and father. My father been my father until I was almost 21 years of my life, and I believe my mother passed away right before I turned 36. So of course, that was my reality. Having my mother and father in my life. So I believe that I saw my mother healthy after she passed away, because she became very ill before she passed away, which is, I guess, maybe the case with most people, depending on, how your life ends. But even though my mother was so sick when she passed away, I saw her like walking in these high heels. And I remember there was like a debate between one of my siblings and I, whether or not to put high heels on my mom in the casket. And I was like, she loved high heels. Put those heels on her. They're like, no. I'm like, she can't walk in them, put them heels on her. So when my mom came back to me in my dream, oh, this is making me a little bit emotional. I'm talking about dreams. So when my mom came to me in my dream, she was walking in them heels that I to put on her feet in her casket, and they was cute too. So yeah, so she was walking in them heels in my dream. In my dream, so I guess that was maybe a kind of an unrealistic dream because she was gone already. So, I mean, whether I see her again in the past life or not. But as far as my dreams being like outrageously, freakishly, unrealistic, I don't ever really recall having dreams that are unobtainable. So there are things that are possible. Yes, things come to me that they are my reality of things for my past, or maybe things that I want to see happen for myself in the future, but they're not like, cartoon crazy or anything like that. So I don't know what people dream. I guess everybody dreams differently, but I think when I dream, my dreams are more realistic than unrealistic. So yes, so dreams are something we want to do or achieve, but most dreams happen involuntarily in our mind or in our sleep. So there are two forms of dreams: dreams that you create for yourself, or dreams that are involuntarily the things that go through your mind when you are asleep. Dreams can make you feel happy, sad, or scared. So these are the emotions that can run through us while we are dreaming. Whether that is, I can kind of, when you think about it, you can kind of apply that to involuntary dreams while you are sleeping, or dreams, things that you want to see transpire for yourself. It can make you, what does it say? It can make you sad, happy, or scared. So these are the things a lot of us can like allow our dreams to like scare us away from our dreams, because we are fearful of what might happen if we might pursue these dreams. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but your wildest dreams are important because they can help you get closer to something you always wanted to become. So your wildest dreams are very important because they can help you get closer to something you always wanted to become. So sometimes we can have these wild dreams and be like, nah, I'm not even going to entertain that. Let me tell you something. If you have the most extravagant dreams about where you want to see yourself in your future, those things are coming to you in your mind because God placed them there. Your dreams have purpose behind them. You are dreaming the things that you are dreaming for a reason. So don't think like these wild and crazy dreams are going through my head and I don't know why I'm dreaming about this. Like, this is crazy, and we disregarding these wild and crazy dreams. It don't matter how young you are or how old you are. We have to take these hunches and these dreams, we have to take these things seriously, because I think most oftentimes people allow these things to pass them by. A lot of people don't even speak of them. They don't even speak of the things that they desire for themselves in their mind, in their dreams, or in their life. Now, you want to be careful. Don't get me wrong. You can't tell your dreams to everybody. But I think it's important to voice these things. I spoke things over myself, I want to say maybe 15 years ago, that I am seeing become my reality today. And I was like, wow. It occurred to me. I was like, God, you remember when I said that? And it's like, God remembered that I said that, even though I forgot that I even prayed for that or asked for that or dreamt that. Or, sometimes when you like in the shower or something, I remember being in the shower in my old house, and you just like letting your mind drift away, and you having all these like desirable daydreams while you taking a shower or something like that. And I'm like, this is what I want for myself. Even me verbally speaking things over my life, I see these things so close to becoming my reality right now. That is the importance of dreaming. Now, it's really blowing my mind. I'm telling you it is. I'm like, wow, I forgot that I even dreamt about that. I'm telling you the importance of dreaming. Don't disregard these things. Don't be so nonchalant about them. We kind of like we gotta make these things heavy and serious, like for us, like okay, I'm dreaming this, and this is what I really want for myself. Some things I only voice to my kids. Like, they laugh at me, we talk back and forth, and some things they take serious, some things they don't take serious. But I voice my dreams a lot to my children. I talk to my children a lot about the things that I hope and desire and dream within myself, for myself, and in my heart. And I'm so glad that I do, because my children begin to talk about to me about the things that they hope and dream and desire within their hearts. No matter how crazy they sound, I still want you to dream that. I want you to dream that for yourself. Like, what do you really want for yourself? Where do you see yourself? How? Don't even think about the possibilities of it, or how you gonna get there, or how hard you gotta work, or whatever it's gonna take. Just say it anyway. Think it, speak it, believe it, dream it. No matter how hard you think it's going to be for these things to become possible. Because a lot of us don't even allow ourselves to dream. You can let yourself dream. You can. It ain't none of nobody's business. It don't have nothing to do with what nobody else think or got to say. Somebody else's opinion about the things that you are dreaming for in your own mind and in your own life. So allow your wildest dreams to be as wild as you want them to be. We all talk about this. We are going to allow ourselves to dream today. When I get finished with this message on dreams today, I want you to think of your dreams in a whole different perspective. I don't know where you are with it. I don't know where you are at with it, or what level of dreaming that you have allowed yourself to become a dreamer, or thinking about the things that you really dream to take place in your life. But we're going to talk about dreams today, and maybe you can shift. Just me too. I want to be able to shift the perspective of the way that I look at my own personal dreams. So we talked about desires. We are going to talk about dreams. No matter how scary that thing might be, we are going to think about some of our wildest dreams today. So your wildest dreams are very important, because they can get you closer. Speak about these things. Think about these things. Dream them anyway. Dream out loud. Allow your mind to just dream about where you see yourself, where you want to see yourself, opposed to, I don't know, the things that we have allowed to consume our minds, things that are not adding towards the dreams that we have towards ourselves. And sometimes that can become our reality too. We can allow our minds to be so full of things that are not favorable towards us, and we allow our minds to just go and go and go and this and that, and it don't have nothing to do with your hopes, your dreams, your desires, or any of that. And I'm telling you, the more that you allow your mind to think these negative things, you are getting further away from the things that you really dream to see happen for yourself. So I want to kind of allow us to change the direction of that for ourselves. So do this. I got homework for y'all today. I don't know if you home, even if you ain't home, this homework anyway. Do this. Think about what you want to achieve in detail, then picture yourself accomplishing that goal. I want to do that. I'm like, wow, do I want to do that right now? All right, real quick. What do okay, it says, think about what you want to achieve in detail, and then picture yourself accomplishing that goal. Okay, so one of my biggest dreams, something that I want for myself right now, I'm not going to speak it out loud because it ain't none of your business, but I want to think about it and I want to picture it real quick. So if you want to do that right now, then you can, but if not, then oh well. But I want to do it because it sounds fun. All right, hold up. All right. That was nice. That was nice, you guys. This is something that I dream of doing for myself in recent times. This is something that I really want for myself. So it really felt good speaking it first. Think about what you want to achieve in detail. So I put that in, maybe in a sentence, real quick, like this is what I want for myself, and then I literally pictured it in my own mind. So yeah, that was nice. That was really, really nice. It felt good. It felt good to think about it and to know that I want this for myself. It felt possible. That's what it felt like. It just made it possible. Even in those few seconds, it made it possible. This is what I want to see happen for myself. So I don't know how that felt to you if you allowed yourself to dream in those few moments, but I just allowed myself to be a dreamer in those few moments, and I liked it, and it makes me want to do it again. Think about what you want for yourself in detail, and I do that sometimes too, when I'm counting my blessings and praying and asking God for what I want and all of these type things. But when you are very purposeful about doing these things, it makes it so real. It makes it so real, and the more you make it real for yourself, that's the closer that you give yourself a chance of it becoming real. And who doesn't want their dreams to become real? These are things that you want for yourself. These are things that you want to see happen for yourself. So dreams are hard, but they are possible. So dreams are hard. I'm not going to act like dreams are like this easy thing that you can just think about, dream, and then just touch. No, you got to put in some work. You got to do something. You got to go after it. Even allowing these things to go through our mind on a regular basis, that's not easy. That's not easy for allowing yourself to be mentally consumed in your dreams, the things that you want for yourself. You have to challenge yourself to redirect your thoughts. Get rid of the things that are not serving you, and constantly replace in your mind the things that you want for yourself. You have to be purposeful in that. That's work. Mental work is work. I'm telling you, that's why a lot of people, they don't want to do the mental work. A lot of people nowadays are mentally lazy. They, let alone do something physically. You tell them to go to the gym or go for a jog or something like that, and they looking at you like you got 3 heads and 10 necks. I'm telling you, I'm not doing that. A lot of people, they not even allowing themselves to become it in their own mind. It don't take, you ain't got to break a sweat to become what you want to become in your own mind. You just have to challenge yourself to get rid of negative thinking patterns and replace those negative thinking patterns with more positive thinking strategies. So that's challenging. That is challenging. So dreams are hard, but they are possible, and that's only if you allow yourself to do the work. So most people don't work on their dreams because the fear of failure. And that is the reality of so many people. A lot of people just count themselves out before they count themselves in, before they even give themselves, the chance or the opportunity to take one step forward towards, becoming whatever or whoever they possibly want to be. I'm not saying all people do, but there is such a small percentage of people that allow themselves to become successful and live out their dreams compared to the percentage of people who allow their dreams to pass them by. There is a huge margin. So many people have died with their dreams. They never fulfilled them. They never lived them out. They always convinced themselves. Once you convince yourself mentally that you can't do a thing, that rules out every chance of the possibility of it ever becoming your reality. If you can't rule yourself out mentally and still think you're going to have the strength and the energy and the mental capacity to even work towards these things. If you're not there mentally, you can't show up physically. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to be there mentally in order for you to be there physically. You got to pump yourself up. You got to hype yourself up. You got to tell yourself the things that you can do. You got to be your own personal cheerleader. I'm talking about from the time you get out your bed in the morning, I'm going to do what I got up to do, what God is calling me to do, what I want to do, and I'm going to do it whether anybody wants me to do it or not. And you have to tell yourself when nobody else is telling you, when nobody is cheering you on, when nobody believes in you and all those type of things, you have to believe in yourself. You have to give yourself at least a chance before you set up these failures in your own mind. Because once you set up these failures and the fear of failure, that's it. That's it. It's gone. It's gone down the hole of failureness or wherever it goes. Once you rule it out as failure, is you can say bye-bye to it. Because when you tell yourself that you can't do it, there's no way possible that it is ever going to get done. So that is somewhere that we can start with in our own minds by convincing ourselves that these things are possible, that we can work on allowing our dreams to become our reality. So say this to yourself. Listen, I'm trying to help y'all this evening. I am. And I'm going to take my own advice as well. So I want you to say this to yourself. So this is kind of an affirmation, even though I end my message with an affirmation. But you can say to yourself right now, it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. I want to say that to myself right now. It's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. I want to say that and mean it. I want to say it and be convinced of it. I want to say it not just on the surface, but in my spirit. I want to say it in my heart. I want to say it in my toes. I want to say it in my pinky finger. I want to say it in my mind. I want to believe it. I want to feel it. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to smell it. I want to touch it. I want it to become my reality. And once you convince these things in yourself, I'm telling you, you are unstoppable. I'm not trying to convince you of your dreams today. You're going to have to convince yourself of your dreams today and the things that you dream for you. I'm talking to myself right now. It's not over until I win. That's what I want. That's what I want to set up in my own mind. It's not over until I win. You can live your dreams. Just in case you didn't know that, you can live your dreams. So many people did it. It happened. There's nothing new about allowing yourself to live your dreams. Dreams do come true. So this is for the ones that don't think they do, but they do. Dreams do come true. So when you live your dreams, you don't have to look for happiness. Happiness will come looking for you. And when I came across this during my study on dreams, and I thought about my own life and how God allows me to be a magnet for my own personal joy, peace, happiness, personal pleasures, desires, hopes, wishes, wants, needs. These things are automatically drawn to me because the things I want, they want me too. But I don't let them sit there cold. I want the things that I want to know that I want them too. Yoo-hoo, I want you. I don't want my stuff to be sitting up there all cold and dried up like I'm not acknowledging the things that I want in life. I want to tap on the shoulder of it. I want to get the attention of it. I want the things in life to know that it's just as the things that you want you too. But if you're not acknowledging it, then they're not going to acknowledge you. And I literally see things happening for me. I woke up with a need one day last week, and I make it very purposeful that I start my day every day with gratitude and with positive affirmations and with filling myself full of the Holy Spirit. I sing my gospels. I want to thank God for every single day. And then I jump into whatever that I need to jump into, phone calls, whether it's a need or whatever. So once I got done with my regular morning routine of taking care of myself mentally and spiritually and all that, before I could even make a phone call concerning my need, my phone was ringing and my need was fulfilled. I didn't even have to ask. I'm not making that up. I was like, wow, I ain't even have to call nobody. Somebody called me. It was like, I got something for you. You need this. Boom, 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 boom. Before I know it, my need was fulfilled. I couldn't believe it. This is what happens when you acknowledge the things that you want and need in life, and you are grateful for the things that you already have. You are a magnet to your own prosperity. It will come to you effortlessly. I was like, wow, I ain't even have to do nothing. This is what happened. This is what my reality, and I want it to be my reality more and more every single day. Oh, that was mind blowing to me. That can happen to me every day, a lot. I call on my own prosperity. I call on the abundance of my life and everything that God has for me. I call on these things. I'm not going to disregard what I want for myself because I want it. I ain't gonna act like I don't want it because people don't want me to have it. No, I want what I want. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. My dreams are my dreams. Your dreams are your dreams. Your wants are your wants. What you want for yourself, that is what you desire and dream and hope and wish for yourself. Don't act like these things are not lingering in your spirit. Don't disregard these things like they're there because you know they are. You know you can feel it. And sometimes we are so busy allowing ourselves to be consumed with the wants and needs and dreams and desires of everyone else, and then we get back to what we really want after we have taken care of everybody else. And oftentimes we never get back to what we want, what we actually want for ourselves. Some people, and that is the reality of so many people, we never get back to what we really dream for ourselves. It is time for us to live out our dreams. Live your dreams. So when you live your dreams outlive you. Your dreams will outlive you far beyond the years that you can humanly stay exist in this world. And that is the story with so many people. Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream. Henry Ford, I wrote down a list of people that dreamt and allow their dreams to become their reality. Henry Ford had a dream. Steve Jobs had a dream. Kanye West had a dream. And these are just a list of few people. This is just a few people that I wrote down that had dreams and allowed their dreams to become their reality because that's how much they wanted and worked hard for their dreams. I don't know if some of these names might sound familiar to you or not, but these are people who allow their dreams to become their reality on a huge scale, probably beyond their wildest dreams. If you allow yourself to dream, your dreams will exceed what you even dreamt for yourself. You will get what you allow yourself to dream plus some, just by allowing yourself to become a dreamer. So everyone was born to dream. Everyone was born to dream. God designed our hearts to dream. We were born with the gift of dreaming, but not everyone has the courage to go after them. So, even though we are born to dream, a lot of us neglect the dreamer inside of us because of things like fear of failure and all of those type of things. The only real failure in life is not living your dream. I don't want to be a name caller, but if we had to recognize the failure in anyone, you can think about somebody in your family. I don't care. You can think about somebody in your family who has allowed themselves to become failures. And you can look at their life and the choices that they made for themselves. People in your own bloodline. I'm just saying in your bloodline because you ain't got to go far to recognize a failure. People who have not so much potential, so much intelligence, so much possibility, that had as much possibility that you have to live out their dreams, but they have allowed themselves to become failures because of the lack of living out their dreams. That is where true failure sets in at and resonates in at. True failure is the person who doesn't allow themselves to live out their dreams. You just doing whatever to allow yourself to make ends meet. You going to work, you paying your bills every day, you doing this and you doing that, and you have never attempted to do that thing that you good at, that you desire in your heart, that you always wanted to do. Some people never ever. You probably got a whole bucket list of things that you desire to do in your heart, and you probably ain't never checked off one single thing on that list of dreams that you have to do for yourself. Not because you couldn't, just because you didn't. So you ain't got to go far to point out failure. I just want you to be able to think about, listen, you ain't got to go far, and recognize failure when you see it so you don't become it. I don't want you to follow in the footsteps of failure and the lack of fulfilling the things that you dream of in your own heart. Maybe because that is the pattern that you have seen in your lineage, or people in your family, or whatever, your surroundings, or whoever. Just because that has become the reality of so many people around you, that don't mean that you have to allow that to become your reality. So listen, if you got offended by what I said, then the shoe must fit real good, because that's just the reality of it. Some people have allowed themselves to become failures in life due to the lack of fulfilling their own personal dreams. So there's a good side and the bad side to everything. Either you're going to allow yourself to fulfill your dreams or not. And when you are not allowing yourself to walk in your own personal dreams, just know what you are setting yourself up for. And that is basically what it is. I came across that during my study, and it makes sense. The only real failure is not living your dreams. I want to be a dreamer, and I want to be a manifester. If that is a word, I want to manifest my dreams. I want to see my dreams play out for me. I want to live out my dreams. So commit to something. I'm gonna give us all a few tools and things that we can possibly do to become closer to making our dreams a reality. So commit to something that is going to put you in a positive state of mind in order for you to pursue your dreams. Commit to something every single day that is going to put you in a positive state of mind, that is going to allow you to pursue your dreams. So I'm thinking about things that we can commit ourselves to on a regular basis that is going to put us in a positive frame of mind. Always praying. Pray always. I'm a prayer. I pray all day, every single day. I love staying connected with God in that way, and just thinking about, talking about the things that I want for myself on a regular basis. They ain't got nothing to do with, that's between me and God. So praying for your dreams will put you in a positive space, because look who you praying to. You are praying to a God of possibilities. Nothing is impossible when you're praying to God. God makes the impossible possible. That's how powerful prayer is. So that is something that you can do in your own mind on the regular basis that is going to put you in a more positive frame of mind and allow your dreams, allow you to become closer to allowing your dreams to become your reality. So things like praying, meditating, allowing yourself to be consumed in gratitude, speaking positive affirmations over yourself, practicing mindfulness, switching negative thinking patterns to positive thinking patterns will put you on a track of mental capacity where you want to be at, thinking about the possibilities of things that you can do to allow yourself to become your reality. So commit yourself. What is one thing that you can commit yourself to on the daily basis that is going to put you in a more positive frame of mind? So that's number one top on my list, is praying. So I know most of us get in the habit of praying every single day, but how often do you pray? Are you a walking prayer, a walking expression of prayer, of gratitude, of thanking God, of asking God, talking to God, being connected to God, being in the presence of God, allowing God to be allowing God's presence to be in your atmosphere, and all of those type of things, doing things that will align you with the will of God, the things that God wants for you. So think about being connected with, oh my God, I don't know. I can't even talk about how huge the presence and the possibilities, and just thinking about the God that I serve. I don't know about your God. I'm talking about my God. It's too much for me to even wrap my mind around. And that is the God that you want to pray to every single day when you're thinking about things that you want to become your reality, your personal dreams. Don't call your neighbor, or call your friends, or call, I don't know, somebody that you think is more possible of helping you get closer to your dream. You can call them. You can call whoever you think can help you along the way, but call on God first. So that will put you in a positive frame of mind. That makes it more possible when you are praying to a entity of that capacity. Just thinking about talking to God is huge. So that is one thing you can commit yourself to every day. I ain't trying to get all spiritual or not even religious on y'all or anything like that, but praying is one thing that you can do for yourself. I know a lot of people that don't allow themselves to pray as much as they probably should pray, but I'm a prayer. I pray. That's just something that I do, and it helps me. I like it. It feels good, and that's just what I do. So you can commit yourself to doing any of the things that I name that is going to put you in a more positive headspace, thinking about the things that you want for yourself concerning your own personal dreams. So whatever you can commit yourself to, even if it's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whenever, when you wake up in the morning, while you going to the bathroom, I don't know, whenever you want to like commit yourself to speaking positivity over your life, putting yourself in a more positive headspace, speaking positive affirmations over yourself, getting into a few moments of meditation, whatever you can do to make your mind more positive. I'm telling you, that is so important, because it's not easy to deal with the way that the human mind works. And I know so many people, that's why I talk about mental health so much, because the more we practice putting our minds in positive headspace, where your mind is going to have a huge reflection on what your life is going to look like. And a lot of us get in the habit of thinking negatively on a regular basis. Of course, your experiences are negative on a regular basis. Somebody always calling your phone with some bull crap. You always arguing with somebody, and you already claimed over your life that if it ain't one thing, it's something else. Of course, if it ain't one thing, it's something else. Because look where your mind is. We have to learn how to put our minds in a more positive space so our reality can be positive. You want is what you want for yourself. Yes, things are going to happen, but what do you want for yourself? It's not tricking yourself or fooling yourself or believing something that is not possible. The impossible in your mind is more possible than what you think it is. It's only impossible because you think it's not possible. So we can kind of change the direction, the entire direction of which our life is going, by changing our minds about the way that we think about ourselves. I ain't telling you to speak positively about nobody else. Speak positively about your own self in your own mind so you can change the circumstances of your own life. Think about the things that you want most for yourself and allow these things to go through your mind in such a way that you can see a smiley face on your heart. Now you can feel the joy and peace go off, just the warmness of it over your life, because you have allowed it to become your reality. This is what your actions are going to follow up with that. You are going to want to do something to make your life more pleasing on a regular basis once you allow your mind to become more positive. A lot of people have negative lives because they have negative minds. So if you can commit yourself to anything towards making your mind more positive and get closer to allowing your dreams to become a reality, then I strongly suggest that you work on doing something like that for yourself. And I'm really glad that I spent so much time on that, because somebody needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. You know, those times that you just allow your mind to become negative, that's when negative things happen for you constantly in your life. So we have to work on the way. It's not going to happen overnight. Everything is a work in progress. We have to work on the way that we allow our minds to go on a regular basis if we want to help ourselves and see better outcomes in our life and live more pleasing lives. So this may not even be for everybody, but for those of you who needed to hear that, you're welcome. So go after your dreams. Do you have belief in yourself to go after your dreams? And that is one main ingredient that's going to take you over the top. If you don't believe in yourself, there's slim to no chances that it is going to become a reality for you. So do you have enough belief in yourself to go after your dreams? Do not let anyone to steal your dreams away from you. Do not allow anyone to steal your dreams away from you. Because that's what happens when we tell our dreams to the wrong people. That's what happens when we allow ourselves to be associated with the wrong kind of people. I'm telling you, people will suck the life out of you. You got to be mindful of the people that you allow yourself to be in relationships with. You have to be mindful of the people that you allow yourself to be friends with. You have to be mindful of the people that you come in contact with on a regular basis. Of course, we got to go to work or whatever. Everybody at your job ain't got to be your friend, but even people in your own family, they can take away more than they add to. And we have to get to a place in our own mind. If you want your dreams bad enough, you have to be very choicey about the people that you allow into your life. It depends on how big your dreams are too. If you want these things to happen for you on such a miraculous level that you somebody gonna have to pinch you, because you gonna be like, wow, is this me? Is this my life? Is this the things that I always wanted and hoped for and dreamed to come true in my own life? Yes. If you want things to unfold in your life on that level, there's going to have to be some harsh, hard decisions that you're going to have to make in regards to the people that you let in and out your life. Everybody don't want the best for you. Sorry, not sorry. That is the reality of it. Everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you grow. Everybody don't want to see you prosper. But no matter what other, you probably got a whole gang of them lined up who think that they can do whatever, say whatever to come against you, and they over there talking and whispering and biting your back out. Trust me, I know. But we have to get to the point in our own mind where you make a decision within yourself that I will never, and that includes ever, if my dreams don't become my reality, it's not going to be because I allowed someone else to steal my dreams away from me. If my dreams don't become my reality, it's because of me. Because I didn't pursue my dreams in the way that I should have gone after them in order for them to become my reality. Never. And that means never allow anyone to steal your dreams away from you. And that probably happens more often than we realize it, that we allow the wrong people in our own life. And then probably unconsciously, we loving on these people so much, and I love them, and I love him, and I love her, and that's my this, and that's my that, and that's my cousin, and all these type of things. And cousins study tearing you down with words and little sly remarks and planting these negative seeds in your head and laughing and snickering and all these little stuff. Next thing you know, you thinking negatively about yourself. Like, maybe my cousin was right. No, your cousin a hater. Your cousin is a hater, and you need to stop talking to them. Because everybody don't want the best for you. Your cousin don't want to see you grow. You have to outgrow cousin or friend or husband or wife or sister or brother or uncle or niece or whoever it might be. Because they don't want to see you grow. Son, daughter, it might be your own kids. I'm telling you, when the enemy begins to work its way into these weak vessels, it will get into whoever allow themselves to be used by it. Some people are so weak to the tricks of the enemy that they are not only destroying themselves, but they are destroying healthy relationships and everything that they have going on. They don't even realize it. But you just weak to the tricks of the enemy. But you can't be weak to the tricks of the enemy. That's why vigilance is so important. You can't be weak to the tricks of the enemy because your cousin have allowed themselves to be weak to the tricks of the enemy. We ain't judging your cousin. Your cousin gonna be all right. Cousin just got some work to do. So let the Lord finish working on cousin while you out here climbing a ladder of success and pursuing your dreams coming true, doing everything that you had to take. When your cousin get finished going through whatever your cousin got to go through, then they can talk to you. When they get all that junk negativity and hating and all that stuff out their system, they can come back eventually. I'm not judging your cousin. Your cousin just got work to do. But don't let your cousin tear your dreams down because you ain't there. You probably were. You probably used to be a hater. You probably used to be a hater, but you ain't no hater no more. You done got hater out your system. Now you climbing a ladder to pursuing your dreams. You've been there. We not judging, cousin. We just moving past the people who are not meant to stay in our life if they are not serving us positivity and helping us grow and move towards where we need to go in life. Some people you got to drop off at the bus stop and keep going. Everybody can't go. That's not being mean. That's not being selfish. That's not being judgmental. That just means you got big dreams for yourself. And you got to do whatever you got to do to get to where you need to be. When can't get right, start getting right. You talk to them when they get right. But as long as they full of all this hate and negativity and bitterness and anger and envy and all this type of stuff, they can't go because it's going to stop you from growing. It's not going to allow you to get to where you need to be. You're probably going to get there eventually because you're a dreamer and you want a lot for yourself. But by allowing the wrong people to be a part of your life, it's going to take you longer. It's going to take you longer to succeed. And you're going to realize that you should have been dropped cousin off a long time ago because cousin in the way. I'm telling you. So sometimes we have to make the harsh decision of letting some people go, and it's going to hurt. It's not going to always feel good, and it's not going to be easy. But you have to get to the point in your own mind that I want too much for myself to allow naysayers, haters, and negative people to plant negative seeds in my mind that's going to prevent me to getting to where I need to be. I want too much for myself and I want it bad. I want it bad. I want it too bad to be holding on to something that's not serving me. I'm telling you, some people you got to let go. So never allow anyone under any circumstances to steal your dreams away from you. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to let a lot of people go. I mean, the people who you thought was going to be in there for the long haul. Nope. Them too. Like, dang, them too. Yep. Them too. I'm telling you, that's just the reality of it. So take time to invest in yourself. And that is something a lot of people have struggles and difficulties with as well. Take time to invest in yourself. Prayer and meditation is investing in yourself. Reading books is investing in yourself. Working on your skills are investing in yourself. Picking up new skills, learning more, furthering your education, doing whatever you have to do, changing your old ways, learning how to shut your mouth sometimes. If you want a good husband, learn how to read a book on learning how to be silent. A lot of people listening is way more important than speaking because we gain so much out of listening than we do out of speaking. And a lot of people feel like everything that they have to say is so important to be heard, but it's way more important to receive listening than it is speaking. So invest on yourself, learning how to work on your communication skills. A lot of people communication skills are terrible. I did a whole study on communication and it was very interesting. Did I read a book on communication? I looked into communication a lot and I picked up so many valuable things during my study on communication. You probably can find it on my social media platforms or on my YouTube channel if you want to look at my life lesson that I did on communication. But I learned a lot from my study on communication, and a lot of people just have horrible communication skills. People overtalk people. No one likes a over talker. No one likes to talk to someone who think what they have to say is more important than, what somebody else has to say. What you have to say is just as important as what I have to say. I care about you. You care about me. I pour into you. You pour into me, and all of these type of things. So, investing in yourself in those ways. I want to become further in life. And some people's communication skills, for instance, can allow them to not climb the success ladder because they just don't know how to communicate. And I'm talking about success in anything, successful marriage. Like, yo, your man love you, but he can't stand to be around you because you don't know how to communicate. Whatever that means, the value that you add to the marketplace, whatever. I mean, we can just invest in adding value to the quality of the type of person that we are, because you got some low quality people and you got some high quality people. You just do. And it's not saying that some people are more important than other people or some people are worth less than other people. It's just that some people take more time out to invest in what type of person they are. And that determines the quality in each individual person. So invest in the type of quality that you add towards yourself. Add value to yourself. This is why I study so much. This is why I read so much. The videos that I look at on YouTube and all of those type of things and audio books and all of these type of things. I love to invest in myself in different ways. And I want to add quality to the type of person that I am. Financial literacy. I'm still practicing financial literacy on a regular basis. We out here asking for all this money, but when you get it, what you gonna do with it? Learning the lingo of financial literacy and the things that money are meant to be used for, the things that we do with our money, the things that we have been doing with our money, how people communicate who have large amounts of money, the smartest thing to invest and to do with your money. All these things are very important when you desire to be a wealthy individual. So you want somebody to give you all this money, you end up having it one day and then the next day it's gone because you don't even know what to do with it. Invest in yourself by adding value to yourself as a human being by learning about money, by learning about financial literacy. These are ways that we can invest in ourselves. So I'm glad that I put that in my notes, because when we are thinking about dreaming and allowing our dreams to become our reality, that is one important thing that we can do, is add value to ourselves by investing time and energy on what type of person we are personally. Like, who are you? What kind of person have you allowed yourself to become over the years? You got some ignorant grown people out here. I'm talking about ignorant adults. And I said ignorant because I mean ignorant. Like, you got some adults that is more ignorant than children. And that just goes to show how much certain people don't invest in the quality of person that they have allowed themselves to become over the years. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to hold a simple conversation. They don't even have dining etiquette. Like, use a napkin. Like, I'm telling you, I don't point these things out when I see them in different individuals, but it's noticeable when you just don't add quality to yourself. I can't even take you nowhere to the restaurant. I can't even sit down and have a classy dinner with you because you don't even work on what type of person that you are in different settings and all of those type of things. So invest in yourself. That is very important. Invest in yourself and add quality to the type of person that you are when you think about doing whatever it takes to allow your dreams to come true. Take time and invest in yourself. So whether your dreams come true or not is totally up to you. We have to learn how to believe in ourselves. I said that before. I'm going to say it again. That is going to be the main ingredient to your success, is believing in yourself. Become who you are created to be. Life has meaning when we go after our dreams. Destroy whatever in your path Destroy whatever is in your path and go after your dreams. You deserve it. You deserve to be able to go after your dreams. There is nothing inside of you, nothing in your past, nothing that you did. God is not holding anything against you. God has forgiven you. Whatever has happened to you in your lifetime, whatever mistakes that you have made, you are not the circumstances that surround your life. Whatever your circumstances are, however old or young you are, it doesn't matter. You deserve to go after your dreams. So that is how I ended my message on dreams. Oh my gosh, that was good. That was good for me. And it was very interesting to be able to look at my dreams in a whole different perspective, even thinking about my own dreams and the things that I want for myself. I'm glad to be able to look at it and think about it in a way, and knowing that my dreams are worth thinking about, that they are worth living, that they are worth pursuing, and all of those type of things. That my dreams mean something. If they don't mean anything to anyone else, that doesn't mean that they shouldn't mean anything to you. Your dreams are important. What you want for yourself is important. So we have to think about these things when we get in the habit of thinking about our dreams and the things that we want for ourselves. We gotta like take the cap off of it. Like take the cap off of it and just think about the possibilities of it. So I do have an affirmation, and I do have an affirmation, and I do have a quote that I'm going to leave you guys with. But I want to thank you all so much who are here and joining my live. I appreciate your presence here now today. I really hope that you got something out of this message on dreams. I know some of these things that we probably don't think about because we are so consumed with the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, and we're not thinking about no dreams. Like, we done did this and went throughout life, and sometimes we can just get complacent and comfortable, and just our life is just routine. Like, there is no excitement, nothing to look forward to. Like, it is what it is. We should have some type of excitement in our lives, just the hope and dream of living out something that we always wanted to live out in our lives. So I want us to be able to hold on to the possibility of that, and knowing that your dreams are worth becoming your reality, because they are your dreams, and your dreams are important. Like I said, if they are not important to anyone else, then they should absolutely be important to you. So to dream is better than to not dream at all. I want us to all get in the habit of allowing ourselves to become dreamers. I want to be a dreamer. I don't know about you, but I want to be a dreamer. I want to be the type of person that just can run wild in my own mind with the things that I have always, always, always wanted for myself. I remember being a child and being a dreamer. So we lived in these residential neighborhoods in the city of Philadelphia, and there was always this place that we would escape to, and we called it the Garden. So it was like maybe someone's property in between two homes, and you had to go through this gate. And we were so young, maybe like between the ages of 6 and 10 years old. So when we walked into this garden, it was always freshly cut, and then just like beautiful different color flowers like bursting through the gate area and all of that. And it was like way then more enough room for us to just like run around and enjoy it. But just looking at it, thinking about it, and this was, oh wow, 30 something years ago, it made me dream. I remember standing in the middle of the garden, and with us being so young, the garden was huge. It was just like so big because we were so little. And I allowed myself to stand in the middle of the garden and just like zone out, just like allow myself to dream of this big, just like reality of things that I wanted to see for myself and my future. And even with me moving to different parts of the world, experiencing different parts of the world, traveling to different parts of the world. It took me back to me standing in the middle of that garden and dreaming of things that I always wanted to see. So it was like me allowing myself to be a dreamer at such a young age, allow me to want to see my dreams come true. So I remember myself being a dreamer at such a young age, and it feels like my dreams come true on the regular basis, and I want that to be my reality, and that should be the reality of many of us, is seeing our dreams come true. So it doesn't matter what age you are in life, what stage you are in life, we should always get back to that child in us that always dreamt of something becoming our reality. So allow yourself to become a dreamer in life. Be a dreamer. It ain't gonna hurt you. I promise you, it is not going to hurt you. So my quote that I want to leave you all with is from a man named James Allen, and it is from his book called As a Man Thinketh. I love that book. It was published in 1903. I didn't read it, but I listened to the audio book at least 6 times. So it's just like, it's not a very long book, but it's just reminding us that that's actually in the Word of God. I believe that is a scripture in the Word of God. As a man thinketh in his own mind. I'm not going to quote it word for word, and I don't know exactly what passage of scripture that is, but as a man thinketh, so is he. So the name of the book by James Allen is called As a Man Thinketh. So my quote is from his book, As a Man Thinketh. This book is still popular now to this day. If you want to hear a little bit of this book, you can go on YouTube. I don't know if you're the type of person that listens to audiobooks, but I love listening to audiobooks. Some audiobooks I listen to over and over and over again, and this is one of them. So this is a quote from As a Man Thinketh. As you dream, so shall you become. So when you allow yourself to be a dreamer, that is the closer that you get to allowing these things to become your reality. As you dream, so shall you become. And I love that quote because I want to become my dreams. I want my dreams to manifest. I want my dreams to become my reality. So that is a wonderful quote. Thank you, Mr. James Allen, for leaving those words of wisdom with us through your book, As a Man Thinketh. So that gives us something to think about. Do you want to become your dreams? Ask yourself that. So as you dream, so shall you become. And my affirmation is, I can make my dreams happen. And you can. It is possible. You can do whatever you want to do. I can make my dreams possible. All right, take a deep breath. I'm going to leave y'all alone. I know it's Saturday night. Y'all probably want to get it popping. But just take a deep breath and breathe that in. I can make my dreams happen. I can make my dreams happen. I don't question it. Don't ask yourself if you can make your dreams happen. Say that to yourself. Convince yourself that you can make your dreams happen. Say that to yourself over and over and over again. Like, I can make my dreams happen. Come on now, it's me. It's me. I can't lose. I can make my dreams happen. I have done so many things before in my life. I have wanted things, gone after them. I have accomplished things. Think about the things that you have allowed yourself to accomplish in your past. And if you did that, you can do whatever else that you wanted to do. You can do things even on a even bigger scale, a bigger level, whatever you want to do for yourself. Just think about it. I can make my dreams happen. I can. And I'm going to do that for myself. So that is it, you guys. God bless you. I love you. Once again, I greet you all with peace and love and gratitude. Thank you so much for joining in on this life lesson with me today. That message on dreams did something to my spirit. It makes me want to dream even more. So I'm going to leave my 3-part series of feel good messages. I got another one for you next week. I think I'm going to talk about wishes. So we did desires, dreams, and wishes, or I might revisit hopes, because I think I did a life lesson on hopes already, and my life lesson on hope was amazing. So I might go ahead and go back to my message on hope, but we'll see. Whatever the Lord say do, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all go out here and be safe, have fun, whatever you plan on doing with your Saturday evening. Once again, thank you so much for joining in with this on this message with me. Before I get out of here, just let me shout out my YouTube channel real quick. That is True Value, Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. If you have not done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much if you have already subscribed to my YouTube channel. And my books are available and on sale on Amazon, and Kindle version, paperback version, however you would like to purchase the books, or just out of support as a gift to someone else. I am learning more to be more on how to become a better author, but I love it. I love just getting these things outside of me, getting them down on paper. My dreams of becoming an amazing author are becoming my reality more and more every day. I'm going to keep writing. I never saw myself as becoming a writer. And when God placed it in my spirit to begin to write books, I was like, you must be talking to somebody else, because you are not talking to me. I promise you, that was the Spirit of God that was just like, write it down, write it down, write it down. So here I am, 4 published books later. My first book is True Value, Knowing Your Worth. Walking Treasures, Discover Your Hidden Treasure is my second book. Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness is my third book. And my 4th book is called Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. So head over to Amazon. You can look up my author's page, which is my first and last name, Sakara Bay. And you can check them out. Even if you don't want to purchase them, you can look inside of them, read a few pages of them. If it is something that you need or something that resonates with your spirit, do not deny yourself the opportunity of purchasing one of the books. So God bless you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your views. Thank you for your likes, for your shares. Spread this message of dreams with somebody that you love. With at least with some. If it ain't somebody that you don't like, share it with somebody that you love dearly. Like, it's something that I want you to hear. I want you to listen to something that I believe might help you spiritually. I want you to look inside of your own hopes and dreams and kind of look at your own dreams in a different perspective. That's what I'm going to do. When I get off of here, I'm going to share my message of dreams with somebody who I believe it may be very effective in their life. Not being offensive to anyone or how they think of their own lives, but some people are just living day by day and don't have much hope for their future, or not dreaming big of the possibilities of things that can happen for them in their future. And for that person that you want to dream a little bit bigger, share this message with them, because they need it. They need to know that their dreams are important. And I hope it did something for you as well. God bless you. Thank you. Good evening. In the meantime, please look out for more motivational videos, more life lessons. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. At least go over there and look through some of my videos. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed.